really don't think that this is a good way to solve a quadratic equation. So the second method is solving it by a table. I really don't think that this is a good way to solve a quadratic equation because it's kind of waste your time and it's really slow to solve it. And I really not usually use a method in solving quadratic equation. I just use it in graphing parabola. So every time I graph any equation, I just need a table in order to identify which one is the domain in the range, right? So this is the original function. I tell you several times this is the original function. So this is a table. So it's at the x column and y column. So when you put the x value in here and you will receive the y value in here, like this is a quick note. I see it like a quick note for you to write down the range and which is the domain, and you just identified it on the graph easier. So there's nothing too hard. So for example, I will give you the specific equation x squared plus 2x plus 1. So how can you solve it by a table? So you just need to replace the value of x by 0 if you want 0. So you will replace by 1 if you want 2 or 3. And then you will receive the solution is 1, 4, 9, and 16. So that's quite easy, right? This is the easiest way to solve the problem by a table, but I'm not appreciate because it takes your time and also it's not so logical. You just I really appreciate it in graphing. You really need it in graphing. So the final method is solving it by graphing. So do you remember what I told you about the form of quadratic equation when you graph it? Especially when you need to graph it, you just need a graphing form. Yeah, congratulations, you're right. Graphing form. Is it the graphing form, right? So I will give you. So now I will give you the quick review about the graphing form that I already show you. I already introduced to you in a previous video. So how can you move it to the left, to the right, make it bigger, make it thinner, or make it up and up or up and down? I hope that you still remember, but I still make a quick review for you. Everybody need it, right? So if you look at the graph here, you will see. So when you look at the graph here, you will see the x-intercepts. As I told you, x-intercept is actually the two solutions of your quadratic equation. Why? Because when you solve a quadratic equation, you set the equation equals 0. So if y equals 0, so then the solution that you find from that quadratic equation is the x-intercept. And the y-intercept, when your x equals 0, and then it have a solution. So here, h and k, what is exactly h and k? H and k is the vertex. So what is the vertex? I will give you a definition here. Here, h and k in the middle of the graph. So it at the middle of the graph, even though the graph is big or small, it's always at the middle. So the line of symmetry is exactly the edge. So as you can see, it just had a value on the x-axis. So it will be the edge in here because it's located on the x-axis. So the line of symmetry is the middle line that you can understand, like it's cut in half your parabola. So that's easier to understand, right? So the question how to find h and k I will tell you later when I give you the quick review. If you want to move it up, down, please change the value of k. To the left or to the right, change the value of h. So if you want to make it bigger or thinner, change the value of a. And especially if you want it up and up, so the value of a will be positive. And if you want to up and down, the value of a will be negative. so that is easy to remember, right? And I hope it's easy for you guys to remember. And now let's move on. How to find h and k. So especially h and k here you can find by the solution. By the formula. So I will give you this formula, and x1, x2 is the solutions of your quadratic equation. So you can find h by h equal the average of your solution. That means the first solution plus the second solution, and then over 2, that you will find h. And the other formula that you can find h is h equal negative b over 2a. So b is here. What happened? So b is here and a here. You just need to replace it, and then you can find h. And so there will be somebody ask me, how can you find k? So just need to replace. So you just need to replace the h into the quadratic equation and then find for k, because exactly k is y. I just say h and k is a symbol for you to not make a mistake between x and y. I just don't want to repeat the x and y again, so I replace it by h and k. So just in this way you can understand it. So let's move on. So finally is the exercise. So I hope that through this video you can understand something and you can apply that into the solving 3 equations in here, and it help it really helpful for you guys, because it's quite easy for you to use the first method, solving the quadratic equation algebraically by using the formula to solve all this problem. And the second thing is use the other method like factoring the original equation. It's quite easy too. And the last thing is like you can craft it or make a table and then solve it. So, and then if you have any concerns, please comment below. I just want you to try your best to solve the problem according to what I already told you. So that's quite easy. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this video and love you. See you later.